What's going on, fight fans? I don't usually do weekend uploads, but with recent announcements, I had to make one for today. Brock Lesnar is coming back. He's fighting in UFC 200. Now, what's shocking about this isn't that Brock Lesnar is actually coming back to UFC. It was kind of expected that at some point he returned to UFC when he felt like he was healthy enough to compete. And the man does have unfinished business in the octagon. Some of the more recent fight fans might not understand why Brock Lesnar coming back to UFC is a huge deal. This man was one of the most hated UFC fighters. He's one of the most liked villains in all sports. So that kind of like might confuse you. How are you the most hated, but also the most liked villain? So many people hated his guts, but loved watching him fight. They love watching him talk. That's what I'm trying to get to with that, because he bought over that charisma needed in the WWE. He had the might skills that's different from the usual UFC fighters. He doesn't have that personality that the typical fighter has, where it's like they give an interview, say, "Oh, my opponent was a great fighter, it was a great fight, yada yada yada." He's different from the norm. He'd laugh at his opponents. He'd say he kicked their ass. He'd insult the crowd if they were booing him. He was literally a bad man, and it was entertaining. Like, it wasn't like he's insulting the crowd and it's like, oh, fuck this guy. He was entertaining when he was doing it. Like I said, he brought over that mic skill that you need over in the WWE. He brought it to the UFC. He went on a tear and became champion and then got destroyed twice. Then he had like a health scare, and that's what made him go back to WWE, because it's a little bit more safer for him to do that than wants to do UFC with his health concerns. I think not only is this a huge event in and of itself, but this news will probably make UFC 200 the highest grossing UFC event known to date, because the freaking fight card is already stacked. So you got Brock Lesnar to that fight card. You're gonna have a load of people wanna watch it now. You're gonna have a lot of WWE fans who wanna see Brock. A lot of UFC fans who wanna see him again. It's gonna blow the roof off the freaking off the arena just seeing him back there. But again, like the fight card, it's already stacked. And you got DC versus Bones Jones. You got Brock Lesnar versus whoever they announced. They haven't announced it yet, at least not at the time of this recording. Cupcake versus Nunes. Scarface versus Frankie. A man that destroyed Brock, Cain Velasquez versus Travis Brown. You got Cat versus a woman with the most potential out of all the women, Juliette Pena. You got Baker versus Calvin Gastelum. You got Tia Dillashaw versus Rafael Sunsao. You got Gerard Masasi versus freaking Bronson. You got Diego the Dream Sanchez versus Joe Lozon. Diego Sanchez is one of my favorite fighters of all time, so I had to get that little the Dream in there. And you got Takanori Gomi coming back again to go out there and fighting. Who knows if it's his last fight or if you're gonna like try to make another push. Gomi is getting up there in age, but anyways, the fucking card is a stacked fight card. I know I left a fight off. I just want to like name the big names, the big fighters, the big fights, and those are a lot of huge freaking fights, a lot of huge fighters. I might actually make a prediction video for this one. I'm not really sure. If you want to see me do a prediction video, let me in the comment section below. Or like the video, and then I will do a prediction video for UFC 200 the day before the weigh-ins happen, or the day before the actual fight happens. One of those days it will be released. But anyways, it's big news in the UFC, and currently there's a joke going around that Brock Lesnar will have a fight before CM Punk, who has been on the active roster longer than Brock Lesnar has. It's kind of like just weird, that situation. I'm pumped for this fight, and pumped to see Brock Lesnar fight. I'm not a huge Brock Lesnar fan. I didn't like him back in WWE. Didn't like him back when he's in WWE the first time around. But I found his fights entertaining. His fights were great to watch in UFC, and he's a great character for the sport. So I'm pumped to see him fight. I think it's going to be a great time having him back in UFC. I don't know how long it's going to be in the octagon. I don't know if it's like just a temporary stay, if it's one fight, two fight, a championship run, then back to WWE. I don't know. Dana White didn't disclose the contents of the contract. It is rumored though that it wasn't supposed to be announced until a later date. Apparently, like the rumor going on was that Ariel Helwani had like leaked out the news, and Dana White kicked him out of the forum for giving the news out. I don't know if that's true or not. It's all speculation, it's all rumor. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoy yourselves. Peace out.
Great job in establishing that submission. Let's check out